Hey, we are back. This is The Conversation with Clark Harrison. I am live here in studios in hot Atlanta, USA. It is 672 degrees down here in hot Atlanta, and it's probably 842 degrees down in Orlando where my next guest is. Let me go ahead and introduce this next guest. She's an Orlando-based actress and model. She's been seen in film The Tooth Fairy 2 and Alvin and the Chipmunks 3. She's got a long list of TV commercials and print jobs a mile long. And we are excited to have Diana here today to talk about what's coming up for her in 2012. So without further ado, please welcome the one and only Miss Diana Lovell. Welcome to the show, Diana.
Thank you very much. I like that intro.
Is it really 800 degrees down there for real?
It probably is, but it's a little chilly to my taste. It's probably warmer than Atlanta, but yes, it's a little cold. It's 64 degrees today.
Well, you know what? That's just because you're an island girl, so that's what that's about.
That's why. I know. I can't. Under 70 degrees, forget it. I'm cold.
Okay, so we're going to get in, because I got about 600 questions I want to ask you. So what did you want to be when you were growing up?
When I was growing up, I wanted to be a singer because my father was a singer. In the Cape Verdean community, he was in a band called Echoes, which was a popular band, and he was singing all the time, and he would perform in different nightclubs, and, you know, I just had it in my blood to be a singer. So that was my goal.
So when did the road turn to acting and modeling for you?
Well, the road turned when, because we were living in Massachusetts at the time, then I wanted to be a singer, and then when I graduated college, I moved to New York for a little while, and, you know, I was working a regular job, and it wasn't for me, and I realized, you know, I think I'm not the 9-to-5 type of person, and, you know, I wanted to be in entertainment. So when I came down here, someone just came up to me I was in a restaurant, and they asked me if I wanted to be a model, and it was just out of the blue. And I told her, yeah, but, you know, I think my time has passed. You know, I'm in my 30s. That's not going to happen. So they said, no, you know, we can take your pictures for free, and we'll send it to all the agencies. It was like an angel, kind of. And that's what she did. She took my pictures for free. She sent it to the agents, and I got signed with 4 agencies within a month. And I started modeling. Yeah, I started modeling, and then eventually I started doing the commercials and speaking commercials, and then that led to TV and film, and now I feel like this is where I've always should have been.
It is very funny how that tends to happen. And just diving back into a little bit of your past before we kind of bring ourselves up to speed, you did if I remember correctly, you did the pageantry road, having won Miss Orlando and Miss Central Florida, and I believe you placed in an international pageant in the late 2000s as well. Now, folks certainly have their opinions about pageants, you know, with the shenanigans of Miss America in the last couple of years, but what are a few things that average people don't know about pageant winners?
Well, pageantry, it can go both ways. There are those women out there who are, you know, they feel like they have a calling. They don't know exactly what it is. They don't know, and it's a competition. It's a sport to them. It's a real sport, and they take it very seriously. When it comes to the younger teens, I'm not too sure because I entered into it later on, and I know a lot of women who really take this as a serious sport, and it keeps them in shape. They do a lot of public relations. They do a lot of some service work, and it's a really nice thing. Now, the other side of it is those women who are just rich man's wives who have the money to spend, that compete with everyone, and they're petty. So it's two sides to that.
That sounds like the folks at my last job. Well,
yeah.
I had a drum. I got to get one of those drum things so people know I'm actually telling a joke. But you got it.
You need one. You need some pens.
So listen, you are a Cape Verdean. Did I pronounce that right? Verdean or Verdean?
Yes, Cape Verdean. Mhm.
Verdean by birthright. So, at what age were you when your parents moved to Massachusetts?
Oh, I was young. I was just a baby. It was before I was 1.
Okay.
I was
now.
Yeah.
So, did you grow up learning about like Duke Ellington? Yeah, he's like the one Cape Verdean that I know that everybody knows.
I did. I grew up. My father's actually. He was the founder of the Cape Verdean Association in Massachusetts, and he let me know everything about Cape Verde growing up. I mean, some people would come up to me and ask me, are you white or are you black? And he told me, you answer them, you're Cape Verdean.
I might be wrong, but I always looked at Cape Verdeans as being the long-lost descendants, I'll reverse it, but I don't want to give it away, of the folks in New Orleans. Like the Creoles in New Orleans are like really from Cape Verde.
They probably are. Cape Verdeans are a mixture. They're a mixture of Portuguese, African, some Dutch. So it's a mix, and that's why our language is called Creole. Just like in New Orleans, same thing. Their language is Creole, but it's a mixture of languages, which ends up being a dialect.